What's up, wrestling fans, and welcome back to AEW Aftershock.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Welcome back. I'm the face that runs the place, the Brooklyn Brawler, known as Chris Falcon, and alongside me is my partner, Brant the Gonzo Goose Fowler.
Dude, we talked about this. I'm not calling myself the Gonzo Goose.
Well, you need to figure out a name for yourself, dude.
Okay.
Maybe
Next week.
Lucy Goose?
No, not Lucy. Are you serious right now?
No, I'm not actually.
All right. Next week, I'll have a name. Next week. We got it.
I'm calling you Gonzo Goose again.
Okay. All right. So hold me to it. We'll see.
Everybody hold him to it now this week. So this is AEW Aftershock. For those of you that don't know, this is the show where myself and Brant get together and we talk about everything AEW, from AEW Dynamite to AEW Dark to all the news and stuff that has been flowing out of AEW. And unfortunately, the show is not directly affiliated with AEW yet. But for now, you can watch the show right here on Comic Frontline's YouTube channel. And you can also check it out on comicfrontline.com later on. I believe, unless we're both uploading both on Friday. We're uploading the video on YouTube on Friday, and it also goes up on the website.
Yeah. I can put it up on the website.
So you can check it out on comicfrontline.com or right here on YouTube on Comic Frontline's YouTube channel. And Brent, I noticed something, dude.
Yeah, what's up?
Your room is very, very dim. Did one of your lights, 2, 3 of your 4, all of your lights except for your computer screen blow out?
Well, see, Chris, don't you know? Don't you know what show we're on?
We're on AEW, but did you pay your electric bill?
No, dude. We are an AEW Aftershock. Dark.
Look at that. I see what you did there.
You see what I did there, right? Yeah.
Look at that screen he did right there. One thing I will say about Dark that I really like about AEW Dark, the fact it's dark. So I'm thinking Dark Avenger, AEW Dark. hey, you guys watching my chat? No, you're not.
Maybe I'll be the Dark Falcon.
Copyright infringement. stealing from another universe, are we?
By the way, we'll shed some light on that. How about that?
Okay.
Is that better? I'll even turn this one on. How about that? Better? Good?
There, you're brightening up now. There you go. So we're going to actually talk about AEW Dark first. I have some special packages that I'm going to be doing, and then we're going to talk about Dynamite and a lot of really awesome stuff that happened on and after AEW Dynamite. So AEW Dark's first episode dropped on YouTube. If you're not following AEW's YouTube channel, every week on Tuesday night, I believe they streamed it live, like they premiered it live at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. And it's all the matches that happened on last week's Dynamite that weren't televised. So there were 4 matches last week. And I love that Dynamite AEW is doing this, Brant, because I feel like, number one, it adds more to the show. Number two, again, it's not hidden behind any type of disgusting paywall like other companies do. And I just feel like it gives more. It's giving more to the fans and everybody and their mothers on YouTube.
Yeah. So, and the other cool thing about this is, as wrestling fans, we know what dark matches are. They're always the untelevised matches. And a lot of times in dark matches, there will be wrestlers that they're not. Maybe some of them aren't ready for the big time, or they're testing them out, or they're testing. It's a testing ground for different rivalries and things like that. So it's kind of cool that you get to see behind the curtains and see some of those, come into play. So that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and that's why I loved the first episode of AEW Dark. Obviously, like you just said, there's reasons why certain matches that we saw during AEW Dark were on AEW Dark. I love it. I love Tony Schiavone's running it. It gave me a really awesome vibe of like the AEW headquarters, even though that's all green screen. I would like a green screen.
That would be nice.
It would be nice. We do have like the people all around us on here, but
yes,
that's not a green screen effect. But so AEW Dark's first episode, I thought it was great. I like that they're doing it on YouTube. Again, it adds everything to AEW, from being the elite Now you got AEW Dark. Hopefully this might lead into something in the future. But 4 matches happened. There were 4. And I got to say this, out of the 4, only 1 match. And I'm not going to say it bored me. 1 match, there were a lot of mistakes. Now, I know we mentioned last week on Dynamite, there were mistakes and, you could see it. I feel like 1 match, they didn't gel. And I think that's where I think we should start.
Okay.
Is the women's tag match.
Yeah, it was Dr. Britt Baker D.M.D. teaming up with Allie to take on B. Priestley and Penelope Ford.
B. Priestley, I swear I've seen her somewhere before. I really could swear that.
I thought that too, and I looked. I think she's from the UK.
She is from the UK.
Yeah. So I
never saw her before.
Yeah, exactly. So we just got one of those faces, I guess.
But I feel like the wrestlers just were not, and you said this as well to me when we were talking about it, they didn't gel. They were like 2 of them looked like they were there, they were in it, they were the Britt Baker and the other one that we were just talking about,
B. Priestley.
They felt like they were gelling, they were in the ring, they knew what they were doing, and the other 2 just kind of, it felt botchy.
Yeah, especially with Allie, I think. I noticed her botches a little bit more. It looked. I don't want to disparage her. Not saying she's not good or anything like that. It was her first
match. It was her first match ever. So in AEW.
Oh, was it? Okay, I didn't realize that. No, I don't think that's. No, I think she's wrestled against Brandy Rhodes before.
One of them was debuting.
Penelope Ford was debuting.
I'm sorry, that's the one that was debuting. Okay, I mixed it up.
Yeah, so Allie, I don't know, her and Britt didn't seem to be gelling for me, and then it was just it was a little rough. And it could, again, like we said with the first episode of Dynamite, it could be nerves. You're on TV for the first time, this is getting televised on Dark and all this stuff. Could have been that. But yeah, those 2 were a little botchy. But Priestley and Britt, they're starting, oh man, there's a bug flying around. Like literally flew in my face. They're starting a nice little rivalry that we got to see a little bit more of this week.
Botchamania right here on AEW Aftershock.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm getting botched by a gnat.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like I was watching that match and it wasn't bad. It's not like it just felt like there were a lot of mistakes that kind of made the match very slippery.
Yeah, which it's on Dark, so I mean that's where you kind of test things out and you test teams and stuff like that. And in this case, I don't think it worked, but that's all right though. That's all right.
Definitely, I think one of the matches shouldn't have been on Dark, and that was the first match. Was it? I believe it was.
I think it was Darby Allin.
Yes, Darby Allin. Yes, because it was for the number 1 contendership. Now there was, for those of you that didn't know, there's been a number 1 contendership going on pre-Dynamite, like they were televising it sort of, or talking about it on their social media and sharing it online and whatnot. But it came down to, I believe, the last 3. So it was Darby Allin and I'm sorry, who again tonight? Shima that fought, and the winner was going to Dynamite, which we'll talk about to Dynamite for the number 1 contendership match.
Yeah,
that was an excellent match.
Oh, man.
Darby Allin is crazy, but in a great way. He just loves to take punishment.
Yeah, this kid is just. I mean, you call Dustin Rhodes the natural. I think Darby Allin is a natural. I really do. He just
unnatural.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's definitely, as they would say, unorthodox. He goes outside the box. He does things differently. But I'm saying he's good. He shouldn't be as good as he is, as young as he is, and coming from a completely different world with the world of skateboarding and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, he had a YouTube channel with skateboarding and whatnot. I checked out one of his videos. Like, whoa.
Yeah, he's good, and he's amazing in the ring, man. And
yeah.
And Shima has been around. I just got introduced to him like a few months ago, but he's been around for many, many years.
He was in New Japan, right?
Yeah.
I thought I saw 1 or 2 matches from New Japan.
Yeah, and he's also a part of another Japanese organization. I can't remember the name of it at the moment, but so he's been around for a while, and he's like a veteran, and you couldn't tell like any difference between the two. You know what I mean? As far as skill level.
Oh yeah, their skills were like crazy.
Yeah, and Darby Allin pulls it off. You know, and he pulls off the W. And it's like, man, jeez.
He pulled it off hard. He did. Yeah. He just really just took it.
He's got to scale back on how many attempts at that coffin drop he does though.
How many did he have? I think it was like 3 attempts he did.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Back, I'm surprised not broken by now.
I know, right? I mean, he's just like, yeah, I'll try it again. Why not? Let's keep doing it.
But that's what I like about it is the fact that he did that.
Yeah, it's kind of that skateboarder mentality. You keep doing that trick until you get it.
You hit it.
Yeah,
which is awesome. And I like how being the elite, there was they were talking with somebody. They uploaded it after Dynamite. I forgot who they were talking with. The person who went against Kenny Omega for Dark next week. I forgot his name.
Oh, Joey Janela.
Joey Janela. They were talking with him, and then they had mentioned that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's amazing. I love this kid. He's like 22, 23, something like that. Insane.
It's crazy. And just to go back, because I remembered something when you were talking about the finisher.
Yeah.
One thing I did like with the women's tag match with Britt Baker, her finisher, that's a submission that, she keeps it for a while and then she sticks her hand in your mouth and starts. Spectacular. That is a finisher that definitely leaves an impression both on viewers and on wrestlers.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
I'm spoiling Dynamite for a minute, but I love JR's comment. Wow, we've got a real dentist doing a real mandible claw. Awesome.
That was awesome when he said that. Yeah, so you already know that Britt Baker made it to Dynamite again, but I like that finisher. That's a finisher I could definitely get behind.
Yeah.
So there was, I think they recapped last week's Dynamite after that, before they got into the next match. So everything was recap, new match then. Yeah.
And then we had the was it 3 teams?
It was 3 tag teams. It was the Jurassic Express.
No, that was a different match.
Oh no. Oh right, I'm sorry.
They had the 6-man.
Friends. I don't remember all of them.
It was the Hybrid 2, which is Jack Evans and Helico.
Right.
The Lucha Brothers.
That's who the Lucha Brothers. I remember, and they were with them.
Yeah, and they were facing Private Party and Best Friends.
Right. Yeah. Private Party also making big debut on Dynamite. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. So I've seen Jack Evans and Helico a couple of times. The Hybrid 2. Mm-hmm. I don't think they got to showcase it as much in this match. Those two are really amazing. Yeah.
No, I didn't feel anything from them. I really felt like they were just, and this is from somebody who didn't watch them at all.
Yeah.
I've seen the Lucha Brothers. I've seen a little bit of SCU because Christopher Daniels, and I've seen some of their wrestling. Mm-hmm. And the other team. Private Party I saw afterwards. So Private Party was another one at that time. Yeah, Best Friends. I didn't know them either. I didn't know any of them other than Lucha Brothers. I've seen them. So I felt like every team had their moment to shine except them. Yeah. And it's like I felt like they were kind of the tag team that just laid back and opportunistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the way that they were, later we'll talk about this, the way they were presented on Dynamite, it seems like that's kind of what's going on with them right now. They're just kind of the overlooked team, which is, it's so weird because they are really good. Jack Evans I've known for a really long time. He's been in ROH in different places before he was a tag team, and that kid he can like fly around and do all kinds of flips and stuff, and Helico is the same way, and they're actually really cool, but they didn't get to showcase that at all here.
Yeah, and that's what I feel like we lost out on. I felt like I didn't really get to know that specific tag team at all, really.
Yeah, hopefully
a good match.
Yeah. And Lucha Brothers are always fantastic to watch.
Forget it. Yeah, I knew that from the beginning of the match. I was like, this is going to be high flying, amazing.
The Best Friends, I never was aware of Chuck Taylor. Trent Beretta used to be in WWE, so I've seen him before. For a short time, and I think he might have even went to TNA for a little bit. I'm not sure.
I don't know either of them, honestly. Little creepy, their tag.
Yeah, but you got to love Orange Cassidy, man.
I can't say enough about Orange Cassidy. Dude, he attempted it twice. Another one. Twice he attempted the top rope, sticks it. I swear, if I ever get in a wrestling ring, if Kenny Omega ever answers me back, that's the move I've got to hold. I definitely want to learn how to do. Just stuck his hands in his pocket, jumped off the top rope into the group of people. I love it. I hope we get to see Orange Cassidy wrestle.
Yeah. And it's I'd never heard of him before. I'd never seen him. When they announced that he was signing with AEW, that's the first time I ever saw him. They put the contract in the blender with the oranges. It's like, okay, I have no idea who this guy is, and then
He's
saw him.
Mellow, monotone, okay.
Yeah, it's so fun. Private Party, I don't want to say too much about them because we'll talk about them more later. So yeah, the other match was SCU versus the Jurassic Express in a 6-man tag match.
One thing I do want to say about Private Party that I noticed during Dark, I can't, when that guy screams in that high pitch, like,
yeah.
The first time I thought it was a crowd person that did the scream. When it happened for the second time, I'm like, oh dude, that gimmick needs to go. Please don't.
Which one of them does it? I can't remember.
Not the one with the
blonde. So it's the other guy. I thought it was the other guy, Isaiah Cassidy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. I was like, oh honey, please. No, please.
All right, Xavier Woods.
Don't do this. Don't stop it. It needs to end. That part of the gimmick needs to go.
Yeah.
Hard.
It's a little different.
Different.
Yeah.
Okay, a little different.
So SCU, I'm very familiar with two of the SCU, Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels, big TNA guys, Ring of Honor guys.
Yep.
Yeah. So Scorpio Sky.
I knew them from TNA. TNA.
Yeah, Scorpio Sky is a newer person for me. I haven't seen a whole lot of him. And the Jurassic Express, I mean, Luke Perry's son. And then the other two, I really didn't know.
I knew Luchasaurus. Okay. I knew of him. The other one, Stunt.
Marco Stunt.
I knew
he's shorter than you, Chris. He's very tiny. What? It was a follow-up joke from Tuesday night over.
Yeah.
It was just
it's a short-lived joke.
Yeah, okay. It's done now. It's over.
It's over is right. I like Luchasaurus. I feel like they're using him as like the big strength. Like kicks like,
oh my goodness.
That's why weapon feet. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, that's why they call him Luchasaurus. I mean, this dude is just insane,
and he has a master's degree.
Yeah, he's a real smart dude. But he's powerful, he's smart, and he's quick and agile. It's just insane, this guy. Marco Stunt is hilarious. I love watching this guy.
Yeah, he is hilarious, is right. I mean, poor guy, if he gets hit, he goes.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not. He's definitely some cruiserweight division for sure.
Oh, yeah, but when
heavyweight
in there, like, he's just doing some moves, and it's like, okay. I don't remember if it was that match where he had somebody in a headlock and they picked him up and he's just like running in place, or if it was on
a different match, I believe. I don't remember that.
Yeah, that was hilarious. But yeah, no, that was a good match. It was a good solid match. Both of those.
No, it was this one. I think it was this one.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah, no, I think it was this one. Yeah, because I don't think they wrestled on Dynamite.
No, they didn't wrestle on Dynamite. So if you're remembering it current, it was on Dark.
Yeah. So it had to be that one. Yeah. So I think he had Christopher Daniels in a headlock, and Christopher Daniels picked him up off the ground, or it might have been Frankie Kazarian. It was one of those two.
I think it was Frankie Kazarian. Okay.
Yeah, and he was just like running in place. It was fun. But both of those teams are in the tag team tournament. I think they're going to wrestle next week.
SCU is going to be Christopher Daniels and Frankie.
Right.
And then Jungle
Boy
is Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
Yeah. Yeah, that's smart. Don't put Marco in that match.
We manager him, yes, but no, don't.
Yeah, it was just fun. It was a fun match.
So, I liked it. It was a good way to end Dark, that's for sure. It was nice. Yeah. It was a good program. It was a good programming, and I'm looking forward to episode 2. They teased this already. Kenny Omega fighting Joey Janela.
For half the program. That's
for most of unless the program's going to be a little bit longer than usual.
Yeah.
Whoa. And everyone who watched it live is saying how crazy it was. I cannot wait for AEW Dark next week.
Yeah, the Young Bucks were tweeting about it and saying how crazy it was too. It was like, oh my God, you get this Kenny Joey match.
I think this is a good place to insert one of my concerns. I had a concern especially with Kenny Omega. On Kenny Omega's social media, he's promoting on October 19th being at another independent wrestling corporation contending for a belt. He's I think it was for the heavyweight championship of that organization. And my concern before hearing that he had a dark match was, him competing outside of the United States for another belt. That's going to take him away from being on Dynamite. I'm worried that that's going to hinder his appearances. I was worried it would hinder his appearances on Dynamite. Dynamite's just starting off. He's one of the bigger independent names on the roster. So you kind of want him to make a presence known every week. And the good news was I was talking to Brant about this when I found out before Dynamite. And not only was he on Dynamite, but now he has this crazy match that's going to be on AEW Dark. So I'm kind of my worry is not.
Yeah, it alleviated some of your concerns. Yeah.
But I still worry that, I don't care if he wants to walk around with that belt from that organization, as long as it doesn't take away from his commitment with AEW, because I feel like he is a very important person for AEW right now, especially kicking it off. I know he talked about it with the Young Bucks. They signed a 4-year contract, so he isn't going anywhere. But at the same time, I'd like him to be there as much as possible,
Oh, yeah, totally. And we were talking about it last night on the phone together, how it does when because they only have the one program, the 2 hours a week, and not counting Dark, but it does give a lot of opportunity for their full roster to get a spotlight. But again, like to your point, when you have this faction forming and the elite is the other faction, you kind of need the elite there. So and they are, they're the people that put together this company. They're the heads of this company. They're the faces of this company, and they're why people got interested in AEW in the first place. So I agree with you. I think they need to be there as often as they can.
Definitely.
But,
and the other, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll cover what I was going to say when we talk Dynamite.
The other thing I wanted to say was happy birthday to Tony Khan. It was his birthday yesterday on AEW Dynamite. Happy birthday, Mr. Kahn, and congratulations on 2 programs in a row, 2 weeks in a row, trending on Twitter. And it was trending on Twitter. I wanted to mention that it was number 3, I guess, on Twitter. I think it was 3rd or 4th on Twitter. 2 weeks in a row, AEW Dynamite trumped NXT, no pun intended.
Oh yeah. Yeah, totally. All right, so you got some stuff you want to do before we get into Dynamite.
So all these packages come from Hot Topic, which I'm very happy they sent this stuff fast. But one thing, and Brant's already shared the link, all of the shirts from Hot Topics and all the shirts that you can get at AEW, like this awesome shirt right here, which I didn't get from Hot Topic. I actually ended up finding this on eBay from another shirt store because they were sold out at Hot Topic in my size. And I made another order with Pro Wrestling Tees. You'll be seeing that in the coming weeks. So I ended up getting this one on eBay, but all the shirts for AEW come directly from Pro Wrestling Tees. Links in the description below. It's www.prowrestlingtees.com/AEW. But they have everything there from Ring of Honor to New Japan Wrestling, everything you can imagine and more. Plus, don't forget they also have a monthly subscription box, Pro Wrestling Crate, I believe it's called. Yeah. So this is from Hot Topic though, so you can check it out. Last week we talked about this. As I'm cutting this open, last week we talked about this about Hot Topic getting AEW shirts. Now it was advertised on AEW. Well, the day after, Hot Topic had a flash 24-hour sale on all new shirts, which included every single AEW shirt on their list.
Wow, nice.
So I got a couple of shirts, and people got me a couple of shirts. So this shirt was actually bought for me. That's all. These are receipts. You don't need to see that. You wouldn't care about that. So this shirt I just got lucky. It came early. eBay. It came from somebody in New York, so I'm just lucky there.
Nice.
So first shirt. I don't know why they separated it, but I love it. First of all, it's got, and this is going to give away kind of what it is already, but got the Bullet Club on the arm.
Nice.
Superkick Club.
Nice.
Young Bucks. Had to get it. Had to. Love that it has the Bullet Club on the arm as well. Beautiful. That's a first shirt.
Nice.
All right. That was on sale. Actually, it was more on sale than the rest of these. So now we're going to go into the bigger bag, and we're going to run through this because we want to get into Dynamite. So all these, wow. Okay, all these are in bags. I gotta give credit for that. So actually, I'm leaving this one for last. So next one. They need to get more of these at Hot Topic, but I'm ordering from this point on from Pro Wrestling Tees, unless it shows up. Jon Moxley.
Oh yeah.
It says it on the back. Even has some graphic on the back.
Nice.
I love it. So this one was Purveyor of Violence.
Yes.
So is that one?
Nice.
Now we talked Young Bucks. Let's talk more Young Bucks. This one says the Elite on it. Is the Young Bucks.
Nice.
And this one has Elite on the arm.
Yeah. After you get through showing all of them, show them again because I just put you full screen.
Okay.
I forgot to do that first.
The Elite. So here's the Young Bucks one.
Yes.
Here's the Jon Moxley one again.
Yeah.
Purveyor of Violence. Has Moxley on the back. All of these you can still pick up on Hot Topic, but you can also check them out at Pro Wrestling Tees, which the link will be put back up when we're done showing these off. So here's the Superkick Club. This one was actually before me, and it has the Bullet Club. Bullet Club is a New Japan group that was formed a long time ago that had the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and several other people join it. Oh, I got 15% off. Look at that. And I mentioned Kenny Omega, so what a perfect time to show a Kenny Omega shirt.
Oh, nice. The Omega
Circuitry, Kenny Omega. Change the world. And that's actually what it says on the back of this shirt. You can't see it. Cool. It says change the world. So imagine that. This gold in the back that says change the world.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. This one I think Brant's going to end up getting at some point as well. This is just a standard.
Oh, yeah. I'll definitely get
standard. You got to have this. You got to, you want to support AEW. You got to get the AEW shirt. So there's that. So standard AEW now. I'm so happy that this shirt was on sale. It literally, I think it's sold out. I could be wrong, but I know it's back at Hot Topic because I checked before we did the show. I went against judgment. I mean, I asked about the shirt with a few people, and they're like, it's okay. But I ended up getting a little bit of the bubbly. Yeah. I had to get the Jericho shirt with a little bit of the bubbly. Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, it looks a little better now that you're holding it than it did the graphic on the site.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So I got a little bit of the bubbly.
Nice.
So all those were on flash sale. They were 30% off at Hot Topic, but you can also check out all those shirts if they ever sell out at Hot Topic. Hot Topic literally gets them. Even I love it has a Hot Topics tag, but then you go on the inside right here, and it says where you can get them.
Oh, nice.
Which is Pro Wrestling Tees. So these were made for Hot Topic, but they're from Pro Wrestling Tees.
Yeah.
So. And I hate that they put the tag thing inside of the seam where you can't get it out. So lovely. That's going to be fun to play with later to get it out. But yeah, I picked all of those up. Look forward to, there was, at Pro Wrestling Tees right now, they have a pre-order for the Young Bucks aviator jacket, I think it is. It's a button-down jacket.
Bomber jacket?
Bomber jacket.
Yeah.
Bomber jacket. It's a bit high. I might wait on that. There's another thing that went on sale we'll talk about. And recently they had a Overstock blind bag For $9, you can get a blind bag tee. So I ended up getting 2 of those. So when they come in the mail, I'll do the unboxing of the 2 blind shirts right here on AEW Aftershock. So look forward to that. I believe they should be here in a week or 2 because it takes 7 days to print and then 7 days to ship.
Yeah.
So approximately 2 weeks from now, you'll be seeing the blind bag.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Check it out on ProWrestlingTees.com.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really cool.
Right. And with that, we're halfway into the show now.
All right. So Dynamite.
Oh
man. I had to watch it later, and you were watching it live this time.
I will always be watching Dynamite live.
It's the opposite of last week. I actually was not even home when it was airing, so it was kind of funny. But
I was live tweeting stuff out on Twitter. If you want to follow me, I'll be doing that from time to time.
Yeah, that's awesome. So it's kind of funny that we flipped the script this week. But so you were like texting me, and you're like, "Oh, dude, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna spoil it. But oh man, you gotta watch this."
Yeah, that was after the first match when we had the only gimmick. And again, I gotta give Dynamite credit. Short gimmick, not long, and impactful.
Yeah. Oh, like the talking segment you're talking. Oh man, I love that the stories are building in the ring, man.
And not behind the scenes, not over here, not over there. One thing that I will say though is you all should, if you're a huge fan of AEW, watch Being the Elite, because I feel like that did add a little bit of backstory to last Dynamite.
Yeah.
Set up for this Dynamite a little bit.
The beautiful thing, if you've never watched Being the Elite, and they have their own YouTube channel, go check it out. It started as just the Young Bucks, and then it became the Young Bucks and Kenny was where the Elite came from. And then it just kind of started expanding. And now it's just AEW. It's like you see the librarians on there. You see, everybody.
SCU is like always mainstay on there.
Yeah, so you see all kinds of people on there. And it's cool. It's like this, it's mix mash of kind of filling out some of those storylines. It's some tongue-in-cheek kind of goofy humor stuff, and it's personal, real stuff about several of these, the Young Bucks and Kenny especially, but of all of them, just kind of behind the scenes as they're traveling from city to city. It's really cool. And I'm like totally sucked into it. I watched 101 episodes straight. Out of the
180 somewhat. They're almost at 100.
Yeah, and then I jumped ahead and watched the most recent one to kind of catch up a little bit, but yeah. So no, it's good. But getting back to Dynamite, man.
Darby Allin opened it up.
Darby Allin and Jimmy Havoc for the #1 contendership for the world title.
That was a brutal match. I mean, it was a hardcore match without the hardcore elements.
Yeah. And both of these
eating each other up. No pun. I mean, pun literally intended.
Yeah. Both they were biting each other literally. But both of these guys, they love pain. It's like, modern day Cactus Jack,
It just hurt me more and I'm just gonna get better. I'm just gonna get stronger and come out of it.
Yeah. And both of them would have been happy if you could have pulled out weapons and beat the crap out of each other and stuff.
I think they did have a hardcore match.
Yeah, it was those two. It was those two and Joey Janela, the guy that faces Kenny on Dark next week. They had a triple threat hardcore match at one of the pay-per-views.
Okay.
And it was brutal. I mean, talking staple guns and all kinds of crap.
Yeah, Joey Janela was saying that on the Young Bucks talk with Joey Janela, which is Being the Elite.
Joey Janela and Jimmy Havoc in the first pay-per-view they did. Jimmy Havoc stapled a lit cigarette to his forehead. Yeah, so that's the level that these guys will go to.
But it was excellent, high flying. Yeah. They were beating each other up hard. I mean, I'm surprised blood wasn't spilled, honestly.
Yeah, and Darby hits the coffin drop. He hits the coffin drop for the second time. Yeah,
he did it twice again. And he missed the first one.
Right. So he hits it and he takes the win, and now he's going to face Chris Jericho next week. And it's like, man, and we were just talking about this kid, how amazing he was, so young, and now he's fighting for the world championship.
And it shows that AEW will take anybody, even if you don't know him, and they'll put him right in the spotlight.
That's exactly.
We'll talk more about Darby Allin because he definitely got a huge spotlight at the end of the match.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's like, it doesn't matter what level you are. If you're that good, you're that good. It doesn't matter. You're going to get the time. You're going to get the opportunity. and it matters. So that's what I love about AEW. That's one of the many things I love about AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to talk about the gimmick because that was next.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
So Jericho and his clique come out. And
the promo, you mean?
Yeah, the promo. Oh, God, what it did. So Jericho comes out and, everybody's been asking him for a week. I mean, we all have on social media asking if this is going to be a faction, if this is just a one-night thing, if, he's just looking to cause waves. No. These are his flock. No pun intended. I'm leaving out the name of his group it's the title of the program. So he goes around, he introduces everybody and says they are his inner circle, and basically says we are the inner circle, and they're taking over. You welcome. Literally, it was literally a huge promo shoot for a new faction that's going to be going up against the elite and the leads of AEW and basically taking over. And literally, as they walk out of the ring, I love this. JR and Tony Schiavone are talking. JR goes, "Hey, I heard they got that T-shirt over on ProWrestlingTees.com." And then Tony Schiavone goes, "Yeah, I just got a notification right as they were talking that AEW shop / Inner Circle is now available." So, of course, myself, I'm online tweeting. I'm watching. The site got so much traffic, it closed down. It literally died.
Yeah.
The amount of people that ran to Pro Wrestling Tees to buy the Inner Circle shirt shut the site down for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I got lucky. Wow. I found a way onto the site after AEW went off the air. I found a way. The AEW shop was still down, but the main site was back up. So all you had to do is go into new arrivals, and it was right there.
Yeah.
So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I made sure to get my hands on the Inner Circle T-shirt.
Nice. Look forward to that unboxing coming soon.
I'll probably just be wearing it. Everybody knows I got it now. So
yeah.
But I will say I am very excited for this faction. I mean, now you got Chris Jericho who wants to take over AEW. Is this the new how do I put this? Are they now going to, are they systematically looking to destroy the elite? Are they systematically looking to take over the programming, like be the main stars on the programming? I don't know. Jake Hager behind them. I don't know if anybody could stand toe to toe really with Jake Hager. No, we don't do that. No, that shitty.
We don't do that. That's outdated.
It's outdated and dead and buried. Yeah. But this faction definitely is going to be causing humongous waves in AEW. You could just feel it.
Yeah. One thing I could do without, though, I don't need to see Ortiz's tongue anymore.
I really felt like he was having a bit of a.
I don't know what was going on there.
I thought he was having a bit of an episode on that stage. I was like, "You okay? You okay?"
I think he was just trying to show he was crazy or something. I don't know what that was, but it was just like left and right. His tongue was wagging. It was like that's why I couldn't take my eyes off of him. It was like, "What are you doing?" But yeah,
I don't know. But rewinding a little bit to the opening match of the night was the tag team tournament.
Yes. Oh, man. Young Bucks.
Versus Private Party.
Yes.
Whoa. First of all, Young Bucks go in as the favorite to win the whole thing. Win it all.
It's the Young Bucks. It's the elite.
I was behind them. I was cheering. I'm like, the Young Bucks win this. I'm buying that jacket. That was actually my deciding factor. So you know that now. I didn't get the jacket because Young Bucks didn't win, but holy crap. The amount of punishment each team dealt to one another, the high flying, the acrobatics, to just literally throwing caution to the wind. Dude, the guy from the Private Party was flying from one end out the ring, out the ring, back and forth, and multiple times, literally flying out of the ring, knocking him into the crowd, and it was the best match, in my opinion, of the night, because it stole the show. First match of the night stole the whole show.
Yeah,
with how crazy it got.
I love their. It's not. I don't know if it's their tag finisher, but it's definitely one of their tag moves. Where the one I think Isaiah does the. I can't remember which one does which, but one of them does the Hurricane Rana, off the top rope, and the other guy catches him in a cutter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Dude, I tell you, it was an upset win for the Private Party because everybody thought it would be Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Man, well deserved.
You know what, though?
Well deserved.
Yeah, well deserved, and that's really cool that Private Party. Okay, breaking all the kayfabe for a minute. I'm sorry. When you think about these guys that started this company, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Cody, you would think
that they
like in any other company it would be this way. They're going to be the stars. They're going to be at the top all the time. Nope. Is Cody the champ? Nope. Are the Young Bucks are the tag champs or even have a shot at them? Nope. Is Kenny Omega?
I'm sure they'll wear gold at some point, but they're not. It's definitely not like WCW where Hogan had the belt for years.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. It's like, you have, well, we'll just put it Triple H. It's not Triple H taking the stage and saying, well, I'm the best here, so I'm going to lead the charge kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's not Jeff Jarrett in TNA being the world champ for, umpteen times because he's the owner of the company.
As a matter of fact, Cody Rhodes didn't even have a match.
Yeah.
In Dark or Dynamite.
Yeah. And we've already talked about Kenny Omega. And that's my point. Yeah.
And that's a Dark match, by the way. That's not even something that's on the main show.
Yeah. So I think, major props to them for that. That's really cool that the spotlight is on the product and the wrestlers and not just the egos. And I love that.
Even though Chris Jericho has the belt, I know a lot of people criticize that. One thing I can say, though, is he won't hold that belt forever. That's one thing I could say about Jericho. I mean, he'll hold it for a month, 2 months, maybe 6 months to start it off, but he'll lose it and he won't even go after it for a while. Maybe he'll try to get it back again, but he won't be like infatuated with it forever.
Yeah, say what you will about Jericho, but Jericho did help put them on the map. He was the biggest name as far as a mainstream audience goes that, to draw. Mm-hmm. So it only made sense that he was the champ.
Oh, definitely. I absolutely agree. Yeah. Got to celebrate with a little bit of the bubbly.
Exactly. Because he's the champion.
Les champion. So those were the two. I mean, those two matches to start up the night already. Dynamite's good. And we're already halfway through the show. And then we get another women's tag match, which had Riho and Britt Baker.
Yes.
Against, I don't remember the other woman. The
newer Priestley again.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember the other one. The other woman that she was tagging with.
Who did she tag with?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh, it was a veteran. I cannot remember her name. There's another Japanese wrestler, woman wrestler.
Yeah, another Japanese veteran, but I don't remember her.
Yeah, was it Sakura? Maybe something like that. Yeah, I've only seen her one other time. I think she helped train Riho.
Oh, she did. Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's why that match kind of happened. But yeah, that's who it was.
But it was a crazy match. Now that was a lot. That was done. I feel like they gelled better. Mm-hmm. Riho and Sakura were fighting back and forth. You could feel the feuding fumes from Britt Baker and Paige.
Priestley.
Priestley. Why do I keep wanting to call it Paisley? Priestley.
Because you're thinking of Paige because she's from the UK too.
No, Priestley is leaps and bounds beyond Paige ever. I'm sorry.
Really? Wow. Okay.
I've seen Priestley wrestle a little bit because I was curious after last night. She can wrestle.
Okay.
But you could feel that feud. You feel that Riho and Sakura just in the middle of this feud, just like the last tag team. Yeah. And again, Britt Baker gets that freaking finisher in, and it's done. Doesn't matter who you are, it's over. You're done, and you're gonna tap out because you're not gonna want somebody's hand ripping your teeth out from the bottom, your bottom jaw.
Which is kind of ironic considering she's a dentist. It's her job to save your teeth, not to take them out. But
I love it. It was a great tag match. And Riho, I feel bad for Riho though. I feel like she's gonna be that kind of wrestler that she's gonna get bumped and thrown and tossed around a lot. Yeah, before she gets the win, obviously.
But she's the champ, so she'll take it. I'm sure
she took it, and Britt Baker ended it, but she held her own. Riho is very, very good.
Britt Baker did not come out of it unscathed. I don't know if you saw, but she's got a black eye. Yeah.
She has a black eye, and I love how Priestley actually commented her on social media, and she got pissed off. So you could tell that there's going to be a singles match, maybe a full gear between Priestley and Baker.
Yeah,
sure, I feel it.
Yeah, I could see that.
I feel it. I feel it.
Feel it in my bones.
Feel it in the bones. I mean, look, you got good talent. You got Britt Baker. You got Priestley. Priestley doesn't look like she wants to get her hands dirty. Britt Baker just has to get her in a singles match. Tag match, I mean, Priestley will always run away. But when you're one-on-one, there ain't nowhere to run.
Yeah. One-on-one, there ain't nowhere to run.
And I feel bad for Priestley's teeth if Britt Baker gets her in that finisher because she ain't going to have much left.
Yeah. So, you mentioned Moxley's shirt. Moxley is back in the ring
against
in action.
The chairman.
Against the chairman, Sean Spears.
No.
There we go.
That's dead, buried, and never.
He still did it. He did it in the ring.
Did it in the ring, but he didn't say 10. You know?
No. That's over.
Oh, but thank you. That was the stupidest gimmick I've seen in a while. No, that's a lie. That was the stupidest gimmick I saw at that moment. There were dumber after.
Yeah, definitely. So
who is his manager? His manager was part of the Four Horsemen.
Yes, Tully Blanchard.
Crazy that he took him under his wing as a manager.
Yeah. And it's you didn't get. I don't think you got to see it. When Cody fought Sean Spears, or not when Cody fought. Oh crap! When Sean Spears came in and hit Cody over the head with the chair, you didn't get to see that, right?
No.
Okay, so Arn Anderson came in and brawled with Tully Blanchard. Yeah. So they're former tag team partners, obviously, but not. Let's jump here. But now Tully Blanchard accompanies them to ringside. That's really cool. And man, Sean Spears and Moxley, that was a good brawling match. I mean, that's intense. What it was. Yeah,
it was intense. It was definitely like. I mean, you had the interference, because you have a Four Horsemen member as your manager. You know there's going to be interference because the Four Horsemen were always like that. Mm-hmm. So that's what I was worried about with Moxley, was that the interference was going to throw him off his game.
No, that's not what threw him off his game.
No, not at all. Actually, he just finished that off pretty quickly. Actually, pretty quick. It was one of the faster matches of the night.
Yeah. It was interesting to see Moxley's kind of a little bit of a new style. Mm-hmm. Still some of the same stuff we've seen, when he was Dean Ambrose and all that, but some new stuff too, and obviously a new look. Yeah. Oh
yeah, the look and the new stuff definitely builds on his own character. I feel.
Yeah, and I like the new name for his move. They used to be called Dirty D's. Now they call it the Paradigm Shift. I like that.
Well, because he is the paradigm. I mean, we are living we are talking the paradigm shift right now.
Yeah, exactly. So then we get Kenny Omega.
Oh, when I saw Kenny, I was like, oh, and he had. Are we going to see the cleaner? Because right now the cleaner is out. We need the cleaner with Kenny. We really do. And he had the broom with the barbed wire.
He had the broom.
And he gave Moxley the bat with the barbed wire. And he's like, let's collide. And then we forgot to mention this. Pac was actually talking while this match was going on. Why? Yeah. Why? I don't know. Pac has no reason to be talking about either of these wrestlers. But he's over there bitching that he doesn't have his title shot, that he's gone undefeated for 2 years. Mm-hmm. Goldberg went undefeated for more.
Yeah.
No. Goldberg was only undefeated for a year.
Well, it was more matches. It was like 170 some odd matches or something like that. Mm-hmm. He's just got a chip on his shoulder. That's kind of like his whole thing. That's been his thing for years, I think. And he feels like he's owed something. And that's,
that's by another owner that he should go back and deal with.
That.
I mean, when Enzo took his belt away back in the WWE era, I would have a chip on my shoulder for a while.
Yeah.
The way Enzo did it. And even Enzo Amore himself said that was a moment.
Yeah. Anyway, Pac, however you want to pronounce it, he's got a chip on his shoulder. He wants the spotlight, And so he decided he was going to try to take it. And
by knocking, I don't understand why he hit Kenny Omega with a chair.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's going to come back to bite him.
Yeah. But I love that Moxley, he's like, he can take advantage of that. But he's like, nah, I want him 100%. I want him, when he can stand up and defend himself. I don't want to sit here and beat him with a bat. Just when he's laying there already knocked out. No.
I feel bad though, poor Kenny. I mean, other than the match that he had, obviously that was amazing and Dark. And we don't know if he won or lost that, but the fact is he's not.
He just keeps getting taken out. Yeah.
I tell you, the AEW universe is petrified of Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for Pac because once he's done with Moxley, I'm positive Pac is going to get a. He's definitely going to pay for what he did. I feel.
To steal a catchphrase from somebody from that other company, a knee to face.
Well, Kenny Omega actually does have his one-winged
angel. Yeah.
Yeah, one-winged angel, which is ironically a running knee to the face.
Yeah.
And then Pac is seeing angels.
So then that brings us to the main event. You got Hangman Adam Page teaming up with Dustin versus Chris Jericho and
Le Champion.
Yes. So this if you watch Being the Elite, this kind of spills right out of that because Hangman, they're like, where were you when all this was going down? And he's like, I'll make it up to you. And he says it to Dustin. And that, now I'm hearing myself. But that brings...
Are you hearing yourself? Oh,
yes, just now. But yeah, that brings up that tag team of Dustin and Hangman. And Chris and I were like talking about this before. I'm still hearing myself. Well, there it goes. It's good now.
Done?
Yeah, it's done. A little bit. Yeah, but Chris and I were talking about this. We were like, man, is Adam going to turn on the Elite, man? Come on, no.
Yeah, the way he was apologizing was very sarcastic. Like, yep, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I was like, oh no, they're setting. He's gonna turn. He's gonna betray his friends. No,
and he doesn't.
He doesn't.
And actually, I think Hangman is the only one that's going to be able to stand up to Jake Hager because he just bitch slapped him all the way to the backstage area when the match was done.
Oh man, those two were throwing clotheslines like I don't know, man. It was just like there was no tomorrow.
There were some slam moments in this match. There were some hard moments that even at home you're like, oh
yeah, oh totally.
But of course, with Jake Hager, interference and whatnot, you knew Le Champion was going to get the Judas effect on Dustin, or was it Hangman?
I think it was Dustin.
Yeah. No, it was Dustin. And he pinned him, and him and Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God, won.
They were, it was just a good match. It was a really good match, but that's not where it stopped. Obviously.
Come on.
Of course not. You've got
Inner Circle had to come in and start beating up on everyone.
Of course. And then one by one, you get the rest of them coming in to save the day.
Cody came in on a blackout.
Cody came in on a blackout, and he's just standing there dressed in his dress clothes. It's just like, yeah, it's on now, man. Let's go.
And then you got the Young Bucks who came in when Ortiz came in.
Yeah. And then, my friend, Chris Jericho thinks he's safe.
Oh,
he's walking up that ramp.
This is where I'm saying it.
Oh, my goodness. And then all of a sudden, you see something in the background. It's like, what's that?
Is that a skater?
It's Darby Allin.
Darby Allin skating down
the freaking ramp and jumping off the skateboard, taking Jericho out, beating the crap out of Jericho. Oh, my goodness.
Slams him back with the freaking skateboard.
Yeah.
Slides in the ring.
Dude, that's how you end a show.
I have one question, though.
Yeah.
Where was Kenny?
Well, Kenny got knocked upside the head with a chair. That's where Kenny was.
I mean, Kenny got knocked out. Kenny went through a table the night before. Kenny got knocked upside with a chair.
Yeah.
Elite need to be standing tall against Inner Circle because Inner Circle, it looks like they're already getting in the mind of MJF.
Yeah. Oh, MJF. MJF, dude. We got to mention that, too. He comes up there.
He came out to help Cody.
Yeah, you don't know what he's gonna do, and then at the last minute, he goes, at the inner circle with a chair, he tweeted out loyalty. That's what you do, and Cody tweeted out that he was like, I know a lot of people say he's a bad guy, but he's become one of my best friends, and that's I like that it's against type, man. I like that he's sticking with Cody, and it's not just like predictable. I love it.
I see
moronic. I know you hate him, but
I see moronic jerkface frat boy turning on Cody. I swear, Kenny, if you ever take me up on that offer,
what happens if it's Kenny? Kenny and Kenny and the Elite, they've had their issues before. Kenny and Cody have had their issues before.
I don't see Kenny. I mean, Kenny the inner circle.
Kenny's not showing up, man. He's not showing up. He's being taken off. He's distracted. He's being pulled off, and Moxley's
he's got Moxley on the mind. I think
once
Moxley's in the past, he'll be back into the focal point. Right now, he's not even in cleaner focal point. He needs to get back. We need the cleaner, like they said.
Yeah, exactly. So, do we want to talk about what happened after it went off the air?
I'd like to talk about it a little bit.
Just all I wanted to say was I saw one little clip where Cody was praising Dustin. I don't know if you saw that, but Dustin was standing around the ring, and Cody was doing his usual, talking about this is a revolution kind of thing, and he pointed to this and he said, this man is 50 years old and he's better than he's ever been. And it was just like,
it's true. I mean, if you watch the match, Dustin held his own.
Yeah, and he was like, get in here. He almost dropped an F-ball. He's like, get in here, man. And he was just like, it was a cool moment because you could see that brotherhood between the two, and it was an awesome moment just to praise his big brother like that. And it was, like you said, it was completely true. This is the best Dustin's been, and he still got it. He never lost it.
No,
never for a second.
Oh, and that you reminded me of something. My second issue, which this is a perfect time to bring it up. Actually, we're talking about the main event and Dustin, and after all throughout the night, if there was a match when they went on commercial break, it would split screen on TNA. It would split screen on TNT. Wow.
Yeah, it was split screen on TNA.
No, okay, so it's split screen on TNT, and you get to keep watching the match while the commercials are playing. For your main event, what in God's green earth makes you say, okay, this is the one match that we're not going to show split screen. We're going to go full on commercial. And I tweeted it out. I'm like, why? If you split screen all night long, would you do that with Hangman Page in the ring?
Yeah. And the answer is so they can give you that exclusive content on Twitter when you like and share the post, so you can get that little clip.
And you get that 1 minute of unaired time, just like they did with Jericho fighting Cody.
Yes.
The week before.
Exactly.
Which I figured out a couple of days after I saw you tweet. I'm like, what the hell's Brant sharing? I can't watch this video. And then I went on AEW. I shared the video, and then it played. I'm like,
okay.
Hope.
Right. So, no, another fantastic episode. 2 weeks in a row. Just AEW.
They've got it. This is
pun fully intended. AEW is Dynamite.
It is. It's Dynamite, and it's awesome.
Yes.
Switch up the E and the W. It's
awesome.
It's AEW. Awesome.
Yes. It's awesome. And it's the Elite. All Elite Wrestling. And we're all in with All Elite Wrestling.
Oh, yeah. We were questioning last week. Okay, this is the first episode. We got Aftershock's first episode in the books. Are we going to feel like doing this next week? Are we going to feel like doing this a month? Yeah, we are definitely.
The funny thing is, we talked about this and we were like, man, that show went like over 30 minutes. We need to keep these like 15, 20 minutes, keep it tight. And now we're approaching an hour. We're about to hit an hour in like 30 seconds. And I'm cool. I'm good.
This is, again, just like AEW Dark. This is a program that bounces off of the awesomeness that is AEW. And hey,
Yes.
This is being featured on Comic Frontline. So if you are by some act of God watching this live as it's playing out,
yes,
thank you for watching this live. And we will definitely try to answer all live comments if we can. If not, feel free to leave another comment when the video is post live, and we will definitely answer your comments there. What do you all think? Are you all in? Are you behind AEW? Because I sure as hell know a few programs that are falling behind, no pun intended, and more than one.
yes, absolutely.
And
We're all in, like I said, yeah.
All I'm going to say is AEW's champion is there every single week.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So yeah, we're all in. And speaking of Comic Frontline, if you guys want to check out more of us, you can check us out on Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern and get the full cast as we talk that weekend comics. So subscribe to Comic Frontline. I don't have it on here, dang it.
But I will say this. Last week's episode of Comic Book Weekly, lots of wrestling references were dropped. Lots of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we go. There you go. Hit that subscribe. Where is it? It's up there. That way. Hit that subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Hit that like button and follow us on social media.
Mm-hmm. And if you'd like AEW Aftershock to have an official Twitter, an official this, official that, let us know you love AEW Aftershock and you want more of Brant and I doing more Aftershock, because we damn well will be doing this each and every week. Is the Inner Circle going to break down a fresh new company just building itself up? Are they going to break down the establishment and take it over? We'll find out next week.
Yeah. Get your merchandise to support AEW, ProWrestlingTees.com/AEW. And we will see you next week.
This coming Tuesday, AEW will be live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You could check your local listing for time, as well as check out AEWTix.com. Unfortunately, all of the Pennsylvania events, Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, are sold out. But if it's coming to your town, you can find out at AEWPix.com. Get your tickets while they're there, because they will, like this scissor, disappear in a snip.
Okay, that didn't make any sense, but sure.
Disappear in a snip.
We need better closing material.
Joby, cut!
We'll see you all next week for a brand new episode of AEW Aftershock. Thanks, everyone.
I'm going to just do this on my own. That's fine.